What's up, guys, and welcome back to the doctor's office. I am Dr. K. Ray Knight, here to give you a proper diagnosis and prognosis and everything comics and comic book characters. And today we are talking about a story that is a partnership between 20th Century and Marvel. And of course, they did do Predator versus Black Panther, so it's only right that they do Aliens versus Avengers. Let me start off by saying that the story is absolutely amazing and I cannot wait for the continuation. So, we start off with a Kree ship, and they are testing on another Kree. And while they are testing on another Kree, what they are doing is trying to see if they are able to resist facehuggers based on like their biology and their body and things like that. And it's very clear that they cannot. And so at this present moment in time, there is a Wakandan ship that is on their way to this particular Kree ship. And on this ship is T'Challa and Azari. Now, this is the distant future. Okay, this is far into the distant future. And I say far into the distant future because Azari is grown as fuck. Okay, so anyway, we have them coming across this Kree ship, and there are Xenomorphs everywhere. But this team of very, very specially trained Wakandans in these absolutely amazing Black Panther spacesuits take care of it immediately. Azari's powers, no, absolutely no fucking match. Okay, and they run into the person that is doing this experiment, and it actually turns out that that person is a robot. So they have their little exchange, and they cut off the robot's head, and they're just like, you know what, we need to solve this ASAP because it's crazy. Back on Earth is overrun with Xenomorphs. Again, this is the super distant future, and with T'Challa and Azari being in the same place, it's not main Earth. So just know that. So continuing on, we have Valeria, who is running from Xenomorphs, and there's actually like one on her car. And while that is happening, Bruce and Carol Danvers, who are extremely old, told you this is far distant future, are having a conversation. They're looking for her because at this point, Bruce is like her niece. Well, Bruce is like her uncle. So he's very, very worried about her. There's another man that he's talking to, and I don't remember if they've said his name. I have no idea who this person's supposed to be. No clue whatsoever. But anyway, they're having like these conversations, and Carol gets word that Valeria is in danger. They spotted her on the street, so she goes to assist, and Spider-Man is also there. It is Miles Morales, and everybody's trying to find and help her. So they are able to find her. Bruce smashes his way through several of them. Captain Marvel is able to get her, or Captain Marvel and Spider-Man are able to get her out of there. And she expresses that she has a plan based on a xenomorph egg that she got a long time ago. So they are spinning through this plan, trying to come up with something because they need a way to fight back, essentially. And so she says that she's going to enact this plan, and while they're talking about the plan, Miles is just like, are we sure she can do it? And she's like, you know, I wouldn't bet against her. I actually can't remember who asked that question, but they're like, you know, I wouldn't bet against her because she knows what she's doing. She's smart. Reed Richards' daughter, okay? She knows what she's doing. So moving forward, we go to where she has locked herself in the lab so that she can work on this plan of hers, and Bruce is going to go check on her and see how she's doing, but she's not responding to the comms, and the lab door is not opening. So he's, of course, getting very, very worried, as he should. A video is playing, or she comes on camera, and she is obviously in distress, and she starts talking about how she was like essentially insinuating she was in a nest of xenomorphs, and she felt like she got attacked but she blacked out. She does not remember what happened at all. At this point, it's safe to say she was attacked by a facehugger. Now, this has been a pretty good minute since she was attacked by this facehugger. Okay? So she doesn't remember when. She doesn't remember what happened. She doesn't even remember that it was a facehugger. But she felt that something was wrong. I bet she did. I bet you felt something was wrong. She felt something was wrong and has been trying to figure out how to prevent it from happening, while also trying to figure out how to stop all of this with this one egg that she has. And Bruce is like freaking out, trying to get into the room, and she's just talking about how she thought she had enough time, which means she's had it for a minute. I keep saying she's had it for a pretty good minute. Had to be, thinking that she had enough time to solve this crisis while this was in her chest. Anyway, once he smashes his way in, she is already dead on the floor, chest open, and there is a Xenomorph in there. Hulk and Xenomorph go at it. He's able to get it away from him, essentially. And Spider-Man, Carol, everybody comes in and they're just like, shit, what do we do? And he's just like, chill, because that thing's still in here. And I do believe he ends up killing it. And the acid blood kind of just like splashes in his eyes, but it doesn't actually faze him. So from there, they're still trying to figure out exactly what it is that they can do with this situation. Like, what do we do here? And as they're having that conversation, Miles gets attacked by a facehugger that is in the room. And that is what came out of the egg, actually. And they don't know how to get the facehugger off of him without it killing him. I don't think it was able to penetrate his mask. So at this point, it's just on his face, strangling him, and they're trying to figure out how to get it off with it without it breaking his neck. And they just decided to burn him so that they could burn that. They just decided that killing him was the best option. So they were literally about to set him on fire. But his suit is black because his suit has a symbiote on it, and it sounds like Venom. So the symbiote takes over the facehugger completely, gets it off his face and everything, takes over the facehugger, and then his suit, Spider-Man's suit, becomes white once that happens, and then it attaches itself back to him, and it appears to have not only given him a new suit appearance, but also it looks like it's given him some extra powers. But we'll have to see how that goes. If this isn't an interesting story, I don't know what is. I am loving it. The storytelling, the artwork, it all looks absolutely fabulous. And the only thing that's really kind of holding me back from giving it like a 10 out of 10 right now is the fact that the second issue got pushed back to November. I don't like that. It was supposed to come out next month in October, and we're talking about November. So hopefully the second issue is as good as the first, if not better, because a story has to advance, it has to get better, of course. The Black Panther versus Predator event is going on simultaneously. They're not happening in the same timeline at all. Especially with how old T'Challa actually is in this one and how old Zari is. And in the Black Panther versus Predator one, he is fairly young still. Shuri's still there, and Okoye, and they all still look about the same age. So it's not happening at the same time. The story is just running concurrently. So I would say that they're definitely running concurrently on two different Earths. But let me know what you guys think of this story, and I will see you guys next time.